What's going on, everyone? Talon back here, and today we are going to be going over just some information today about all of the stuff that is coming to but mostly the JP version of the game, but there's also some stuff on the global side in terms of some campaign from the 300 million download celebration where they want us to answer surveys and everything. And so I don't know technically if you're on JP, you can do the global survey that they're asking for, because it actually asks you to put in your ID for the game, technically aka your friend code. So I don't know if that's technically possible or not. You could try it if you want and it might accept it, but I don't know if you would actually get the rewards back, or if they're just doing this more to see who actually came back, and it doesn't matter what happens and we're all gonna get the rewards no matter what. I'm assuming that's gonna be the latter part of it, but nonetheless, I wanted to go through at least the side on the Twitter side, because again, global, your survey's over on Facebook, Twitter is for JP. I just wish Global would get over to Twitter, but I guess they have to decide and keep that as it is. So anyway, so I'm going to go through all of the questions and do it with you guys for the JP version side. Again, if maybe it is not working that way, if you put your JP code into the global survey and all that fun stuff. So we're going to go over that. And then there's also other news in terms of some LR campaigns and some other stuff on the JP version of the game. So let's go ahead and just get straight into it. All right. So first off, obviously for the Twitter campaign, if you go here, it's going to say, hey, if you get 40,000 people to fill out this survey, that's going to be step 1. And then whatever step 2 is going to be is, going to give us even more rewards. So step 2 gives us as much of items and orbs, and then obviously a couple of stones. And then from the global Facebook page, it did say that step 2 got us like 7 stones or something like that. So I'm assuming JP would be the same, but I'm not really sure. They haven't updated it, as you can clearly see right here. So we'll have to wait and find out. Okay. So, but the second post next to them is obviously to the survey. So here it is. Okay. Now, like I said, there are 19 questions on both the JP, the survey in Japanese and the survey in English. Okay. But there are a couple of questions where they're not matching up exactly. So again, this is why I'm doing this on the JP version 1. And then if you find out that, oh, it doesn't matter, you can still fill out the global one and use your JP ID code, then this doesn't matter. And you guys can just skip this part of the video if you want to. Or if you feel like filling it out twice, then I guess by all means, go ahead. So, and I guess technically that would work, wouldn't it? So again, anyway, it is what it is. So anyway, so first off, the very first question for number 1 is, are you a man or a woman, boy or girl? Okay. The first kanji is otoko. The second one is onna. So for me, I'm going to click otoko because I'm a guy. The second one is your birthday. Okay. So you fill it out via year. Okay. So this is toshi or year. Getsu, which is the month, and then Nichi, which is the day. Okay, so for me personally, I would say 1990, and then I would say 05, and then I would say 11. Okay, you guys see my birthday on Twitter and everything like that. But anyway, so that's my birthday. And then it says your ID. I'm not gonna put the ID part in right now because I don't need a ton of people, no offense, sending me a bunch of friend codes or anything. So, but anyway, just fill out your ID. Again, it tells you that you can just go to the menu, go to the friends, and then go to the second button right there. It'll give you your ID, because that's where you'd also put in your friend's ID code if you want to add somebody as a friend, right? So anyways, that's what it is. So then this one is question number 4 is asking, how often have you played Dokkan? The first answer is you've been playing before the 300 million download celebration. The second one is saying that you've played during the 300 million download celebration, and then this one says you came in, came in during it. But the second one is more saying that you haven't really played that much, and then you just came back simply for this. And then this one is simply saying you installed it right as the 300 million downloads started. So 2 and 3 are basically the same thing. But for me, I've been playing since before then. Okay. So question 5. Question 5 says that if you answer question 4, 2 or 3. Basically, how did you hear about this, celebration essentially? Okay, so number 1 is through the cell game message. Second one is through Twitter stuff. Third one is through a friend, user, SEN, all this stuff, right? So you can kind of just pick whatever one you want. I mean, like number 8 has to do like news and websites and everything. Number 10 here is about the game site and everything. So I mean, I don't know who actually logs on to the actual Dokkan JP website or anything like that, but I guess it is what it is. If you just want to play it safe though, honestly, just sit other if you want to. Of course, I've known about it for quite a while. Back when they announced a whole live stream and everything like that, but I just pick that to make it easy for yourself. Okay. Again, I don't personally have to though if I don't want to, but I'm just doing it just to show you guys. Okay. Question 5. Okay, so again, going back up to question 5. Based off of question 5, if you answered number 1 here instead, though, then it's asking you to pick, what did you do in terms of hearing about the cell games? Okay, so remember that little cell games message and everything like that? Like, how did you see it, essentially? So there's, again, a little stuff like Twitter, Line. Line is kind of a message app here in Japan that you probably see if you're used to the JP version of the game. Facebook, Instagram, from your friend, TV, YouTube, you know, pick whichever one you want in terms of seeing that cell message and everything, okay? So for me personally, it was YouTube, all right? And then this one is saying, like, how was the amount of content for the 300 million download celebration? So this means, like, there wasn't very much, there's only a little, there's a perfect amount, or just the right amount, I guess. There's a lot, and then there's too much, okay? So for me personally, I think there's a decent amount. There's actually a very good amount of content for the 300 million download celebration. A few things I would have changed here and there in terms of parts of it, but overall, I thought I had a very good little experience, so. This one right here is saying, what did you enjoy about the 300 million download celebration? Okay, so if you don't want to listen to me go through every single one of these things, again, go over to the Facebook one, have it open next to the Japanese version here, and you'll be able to find the big ones essentially. Again, these questions up here asking about who you are, man or female, your birthday, those are not in the global one. The global one at the very bottom simply asks about the JP live stream and everything like that, whereas this one down here does not ask about it, okay? So anyway, so where were we? Here we go, number 8. So number 8, so the things I personally liked, obviously, the new Super Battle Road, I liked the new Boss Rush, I liked the, where was it? The Battlefield 2.0, I didn't mind that, although I would have preferred that they have increased the currency and everything like that. This is like Easy Area, this is the Mr. Satan thing, which was the Global versus JP little competition thing. That was the smashing tiles thing, which I personally was not a fan of. I wish they could have done something a little bit different from that. And then finally, this is the challenge. Yeah, this is the infinite challenge battle right here. This one personally. So these are the these are the ones I liked. And then you can also type in what you liked if you want to. You don't have to. So I'm just gonna leave it blank personally. And I think a lot of people don't really feel like trying to type in Japanese. So, and then number 10 here is asking what parts of it did you not like? And then personally for me, I am gonna say the global versus JP thing. Again, it's not the whole JP versus global thing in itself. It's more of the Mr. Satan event thing. I wasn't the biggest fan of that because it was basically just nuking the punching bag, aka the tiles, as you know, the kind of the follow-up to that. So that's what I'm saying for that. And then I wasn't a fan of the Easy area. Again, it wasn't hard or anything like that. Just I wasn't a fan of some of the mechanics they implemented in terms of like the stamina, or saying like if you want to make it all free-to-play players, that's totally, or free-to-play cards, that's totally fine. But allow it where you can bring more of your other free-to-play cards, but they're not going to do as much damage or tank as much, and you have to bring the other cards, and it still gives us that nice little balance of, hey, I can use other cards and make a better team, but I can also bring these guys to do more damage and everything like that. And it's more of a risk-reward, right? If you're bringing too much of an extra team, then, hey, guess what? You're going to get obliterated in the end of the battle. So, you know, it is what it is. And again, if you want to, you can type down here if you want to. Was there anything else I wasn't a big fan of? I don't think so. I mean, it was all good personally for me. But yeah, no, I was totally fine with it. So, I mean, like this one right here is about the Cell Game event, the story event that was getting the free-to-play Goku and Gohan and all that kind of fun stuff. So, yeah. Again, if you want to just compare every single one of them, again, it's on Facebook as well. These two questions right here are exactly the same on the Facebook thing. And then this is simply typing out more details if you want to about why you might not have liked something, okay? And then this is, okay, so number 12 here, or I guess it's technically number 9, I think, on the Facebook one. But it asks, did you take advantage of the Dual Dokkan Fest? And so it's saying, yes, I took advantage of it for the new characters, yes for returning characters, yes for other reasons, or no, I did not take advantage of it. So I think it's trying to say, like, did you not summon on it? I don't know why it says take advantage of it. That's what it means directly translated. So I'm personally gonna say yes, I took advantage of it. You can click both of, you can click multiples if you want to. I took advantage of the new character coming in. So yeah, I guess that is what it is. So. And then down here, the next question, it says, what did you do with those particular characters? You can pick up to 3 at max. So, for example, this is saying, you know, obviously you took advantage of getting the LR cards there. You took advantage of their leader skills, their active skills, the bonus characters. I think the bonus characters more has to do with triggering certain things. I'm not really sure. Super attacks, transformations, that kind of thing. I am not going to click that because I was not a fan, again, of the transformations and all that fun stuff. But yeah, so I'm just gonna select those two right there. The next question is talking about active skills. It says, what kind of active skills would you like to see in the future? So this one is the making your ally stronger. Mikata no Sioku Naru. And then this is making your enemies weaker. You can only pick one, by the way. This is doing damage to your enemies, so that's going to be obviously like LR cells, whereas this one right here is kind of like LRB pants. You know, she gives a boost to all our allies. I don't think we have an active skill yet that actually hurts your enemy in terms of status-wise. We have one that does damage, but not status-wise. Others, and then you don't really care, especially which one you pick. So for me personally, I'm actually kind of going to go with an active skill that can buff your allies. So we're going to go with that one. And again, if you want to explain why you want that or what you would prefer, then you can go and put that right there. Okay. Let's go ahead and see here. Did you watch the Dokkan Natsuyasumi stream, essentially? Okay, so live time, did you watch it live? Did you watch it as an archive, or did you not watch it yet, basically? Okay, so I watched it live. Obviously, I did that with a lot of you guys over on Twitch. Let's see what this next one is. How did you hear about the stream? Okay. Just heard about it through the event, basically. That's what I'm gonna pick. And then what would you like to see next in Dokkan? Is this little question right here. Now this one, you probably would have to do something like, you know, Google Translate for a lot of people. I don't know how I would really want to say that. I mean, honestly, I'm gonna find a way probably, and maybe I'll post it down in the comments or as a pinned comment. Not at the moment that this video is releasing, but definitely probably more after I get the right kanji and everything like that. But I'm probably gonna say something like, stop making terrible transformation mechanics. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it just for the heck of it. So and then basically anything else that you would like to add into the event and everything like that. So, and then you hit submit and you're all good to go. Okay. So yeah, so that's basically, again, all of the Twitter little survey thing and everything like that. Again, maybe you don't even need to do the Japanese version where you can just take your ID and you just put into the one over on Facebook, and that will completely work and it will count towards that. I don't know. It would probably work, but I don't know if it would then count towards technically the Twitter one. I don't know how interwoven these are all connected and everything like that. So again, if you guys know, let me know down in the comments, but I have not seen anything personally for that. So anyway, last little bits of information. This is mainly pertaining to the Japanese version of the game. But basically all the legendary events are going to be around on different days. So like Goku's going to be available on one day. Trunks is going to be available on another day. It's pretty much going to go by type though. So AGL is available on Monday, Tech Tuesday, Int Wednesday, that kind of stuff. Okay. And then the LR Vegetto campaign, that is going to be starting up on the 10th. So that's next Thursday, or next week on Thursday. And yeah, it's going to be your kind of basic stuff. All the prize stuff will be in the missions. So if by that time you have LR Vegetto Blue at Rainbow, at LR State, and SA20, then whatever the missions are, those are going to be in our box for us, and we're going to get those, okay? And then if you have him before the 8th at 11 p.m., okay, or sorry, 11 a.m., sorry, 11 a.m., so this is the 8th here, so that's Tuesday. So you've got till Tuesday, basically, Juichiji Made. Then you're going to get an extra 10 bonus stones. I think they did this for the Trunks. Vegetto was the last one. I think it was Vegeta's the last one. They're going to give you 10 extra bonus stones right there, and that would be really cool. Okay, so let's say, for example, they give us 20 stones for having him completed. That's going to be an extra 10 stones right there. Then obviously we're going to get all the orbs back, and then I'm assuming we're going to get the Kais back or something. So anyway, so that's good. Again, that's all going to be starting on the 10th, but make sure you have them all done by the 8th. I think most people do, unless you're a brand new player. So, you know, it is what it is. So anyway, though, that's going to be it for the video, guys. Let me hear your thoughts down below in the comments. I will be doing a little video within the next day or so about my thoughts, my overall thoughts on the 300 million download, kind of like a review of it if you want to think of it that way. But let me hear your thoughts down below on the campaign itself. Did you like it? Did you hate it? All that fun stuff. And are you excited for the Vegetto Blue campaign? Global, have you summoned for the Goku if you have? Or have you gotten that Frieza, completely free to play, that second form Frieza? He's actually a really good card. And then again, back to JP, have you guys summoned for the Gohan, or did you pull something else? Let me know all your thoughts down below in the comments. So anyway, guys, that's gonna be it for the video though. Until next time, everyone, I will see you all in the next one.